This guy just got banned for cheating in EPL. Let me show you why. So bomb is about to go down on B here, but he seems pretty certain that somebody's sticking around outside of A to potentially hand over a rifle. Okay, so not too blatant, and if you're not convinced yet, neither was I, but I promise you it's going to get a lot more blatant as we get deeper into the match. So here we are in round 5. You can see 5 people are rushing him. He posts up in a defensive angle and just holds for the push. Hits the first shot. Hits the second shot, and then falls off into a defensive angle again. Fast forward to round 7. This time, he sees that they're not rushing him, so he takes up a much more offensive angle. Nothing much really happens here. I just wanted to contrast what he does against the rush versus when only 1 or 2 people are coming his way. Here we are in round 9. He sees the player here, sees him by the box. Obviously, we know that he knows that he's there, but he could have missed it, theoretically. And then, what is this crosshair placement here? Why is he aiming so wide? I would assume that he's probably looking at his minimap. He knows nobody's about to peek him, so he's taking a peek at the minimap to see where everyone is. Here we are in round 10, and this is where it starts to get a little bit more obvious, so follow closely. Kristen is clearing A main right now. He's just holding in case he pushes. Kristen's about to leave, so he gets ready to push. Kristen then turns around, and he tucks back in. Now he's just waiting for Kristen to actually leave. He starts to leave, and he gets ready to push into A main. So he pushes into A main. A couple lazy clears. Post up, waits for Kristen. As he's passing him, he starts pushing. He checks behind him here. Doesn't clear outside A main properly. And now, see, Kristen's turned around. And now he's going to clear this angle again. Mind you, he just cleared both sides of A main. And now he's going to check behind him again. Looks back. No line of sight, so he keeps pushing. Calls out to his teammates. He pushes down here. Waits for them to come back to him. And goes 1 for 1. Here in round 12, he just pushes into main with a deagle and a couple of lazy clears. Gets ready to push as these 2 players are leaving. They come back, so he tucks in. Goes deeper into main. And then now, look at him aiming directly at Netu through the box. I think either his pre-aim is not that good, or he got fooled by the fact that Netu is in fact behind the box and not peeking the angle. Now as they get ready to push, he's of course going to fall back in. Takes up the angle here again where he knows he can go 1 for 1. They start to push. They push past him. And the second they pass him, he lazily clears here. And then turns around where, wouldn't you know it, here he is on the T side, about to, in round 14, about to just casually walk out onto the 8 site. Doesn't clear anything, doesn't really clear the box, doesn't clear temple here. Doesn't clear default. He just casually walks out because he knows where everyone is. Let's move on over to Nuke, where it unfortunately becomes painfully clear that Cons is in fact cheating, at least to me. Here he wants to throw a molly to double door, where of course PR is. He doesn't clear this vent position at all. Throws a molly, backs off. And then next, he wants to throw a flash. And then without any sound cues, all of a sudden, he is in a big hurry to get rid of that flash and off the angle. Which, of course, we know is because these 2 players are pushing him. So again, without any sound cues at all, he decides to hold for that push. And unfortunately for him, he only gets 1. Then in round 21, with match point against them, he decides to peek on the outside of red. Doesn't clear this angle at all, not a care in the world, even though somebody could have easily been here holding him. Peeks directly towards T-spawn, gets a kill, and then he looks directly up at Sierra here. He hasn't hurt him at all. Now he's going to look directly up at him. Looks up at him, clears right side of silo just for show, and then takes the kill onto Sierra. Here we are in round 27, and this is the one that really sold me. He posts up on red with 2 people close to him on the ground here. He holds. They don't do anything, so he continues to hold. He does hear them. And then now they start to make their way forward. They go on the other side of red. And then as soon as they get close enough that they're just about to clear him, he starts moving up. And now clears behind him, of course. Misses the shot. But then again, they couldn't even take a map off of Mouz NXT, even with wall hacks, so that's probably to be expected. Both Khans and his team, the Prodigies, were banned from EPL after demo review, and EPL also said that they received similar opinions from others in the esports community. But what do you think? Was he cheating or not? Was it as obvious as I think, and apparently EPL also thought? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed the content, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. That's it. I'm leaving. Peace.